All right, welcome back, good people. On this video, I'm going to talk about the foundation of an online marketing business. Online marketing business. Marketing is key in the business world. Marketing is essential in the business world. So don't never take that lightly. Never take information that you can gain about marketing or information you can gain about how to put your product or service in front of people. Don't take that lightly because that's where your money is. If you can't market, you can't make money. Just like people like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is a fantastic marketer. You might not like it. You might not like what he stands for, none of that. But he can sell things. He can get it out there, right? And you have to agree with that. There are others like him, hundreds of others, thousands of others, just like that. There are people just like you and I making millions of dollars online because they're doing something. They're not just wanting something. They're doing something. So I'm going to share a little bit about how you can become a marketing expert or marketing genius in your own right. Right? These are going to be some tips that I'm going to share with you, or we'll call these keys that you want to implement into your system. Now, the first one I want to talk about is vision and personal development strategy. You have to become the visionary, right? Not me. You need to know where you're going, right? When I ask you where you're going, who needs to know that? You need to know that. And I'm going to read a little bit right here, and that's going to give you a little assistance or a little guidance about how that works. It says, this is where you dig deep and truly figure out what you want your business to look like. What is the business you want to build? You must get this so clear in your mind that you can taste it, so that this vision seeps into your bones and lights every cell in your body on fire. It's essential that you have such a clear vision that you can create the feeling of being there now. Next, you must be honest with yourself about what's holding you back. We all have those things and they usually start with fear. Fear is putting yourself out there. Videos, webinars, as an example, fear of failure, maybe even fear of success. Your limiting beliefs about who you truly are will kill your chances of success before you ever step foot onto your journey. What is the limiting story that's running in your head day in and day out? You must rewrite that story so that it serves you going forward. If you're struggling to get where you want to be and you find yourself procrastinating constantly, we need to work on your vision. You need to craft a vision as soon as possible of what you want to be or who you want to become. A vision of your ideal self who is no longer restricted by limiting beliefs and fear. It has nothing to do with the resources or the time or the skill set or the money, and it has everything to do with you becoming the person whose emotions make you resourceful, tenacious, passionate, committed. As you become the version of your best self and you find yourself taking action because that's what the ideal you would do, when you've got this part right, everything else begins to fall in place. Doors start to open and obstacles melt away like butter on a scorchy hot summer day. Interesting, right? See, I wanted to share that with you so that as I'm reading it, you can put yourself in that particular situation, because you have to have the vision. Without you having the vision, you don't have the direction to go. I can't go to John over there and say, John, where does Larry want to go? John has no idea. And if Larry has no idea, Larry might as well be John because John doesn't have any idea either. So you need to have the idea, and you don't need to put that on anybody else. That needs to be up to you. You're the entrepreneur. You're going all the way, right? And you're going to own your own business someday. So Think about that from a serious perspective. When I share these with you, these are not jokes. All jokes aside, this is real world. This is what you have to do to overcome some of the things that are holding you back. If you want to have your own business and become an entrepreneur. Now, the second one is a personal branding strategy. First, you have to have a vision. Then you want to brand yourself or your product or your service. You have to have a strategy for that. And let me read a little bit about that. It says, why should someone do business with you? It's vital that you get clear on this. You must understand that not everyone is a prospect for your product or service. If you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. Let me read that again. If you're trying to market to everybody, you're not marketing to anybody. Think about your personal brand. Who are you? What do you stand for? Who do you serve? And what are their biggest problems and challenges? If you're selling steaks to vegetarians, you're fighting an uphill battle. But if your audience and target market wants medium rare steak, and you've got the best steaks in town, and you know how to market it, then you're in business, right? You must know and understand what your audience wants and simply give it to them. That makes sense? All right, good. Third, we're going to go to monetization strategy. You're going to love that part, right? Monetization, that sounds like money, right? Well, we all start a business to make more money, but you'd be surprised how many people don't have a monetization strategy in place. How much money do you want to earn? Most people have the magic number of $10,000 a month in the beginning. What's your plan to get there? Do you have a plan? How many sign-ups, sales, customers, and clients do you need to hit that point or that marker, right? You must know exactly what that number is so that you can create the strategy to go after it. And you'll likely fall short. If you don't know that, that's probably what's going to happen when you think about it. And the great part is that when you're creating your brand online, like we talked about earlier, then it opens up various avenues of multiple streams of income. I love that phrase, multiple streams of income, and you will too as time goes on. Now, the leaders that you look up to right now are building passive income from many different streams. They refer valuable affiliate products and services. They offer coaching services. They create their own products, and they run a real business. They aren't just a sales representative for a particular organization. They have built a brand by creating value and solving problems. Once you build your personal brand, you can earn money even when 95% of the things that you market don't sell. The bigger your brand, the more you have to offer, and the more money you can make. So if you want to monetize your system, which you do want to monetize your system, those are some things you want to put to the forefront of your thought processes. Next, we're going to talk about content creation and content marketing. Now, this is where you serve your audience. They say content is king, and that's half true. Quality content is king. The truth is, you don't get to become the $10,000 per month business owner without first doing the work that gets you there online, and that's creating content. You have to create content. We are content creators in the 21st century. When you do things online, you have to create things from your knowledge. You have to create things from your experiences, and you create things from people you associate with, or resources, or things that you are affiliated with, right? Things that you know is working for someone else may work for you, and you may want to try and implement that into your process so that you can get the same or better results, right? That's how it works. As long as you're creating content, though, just like what I'm doing right now, this is content, because before I did this didn't exist. Please know that. Just like when the creator that created you, before he created you, You didn't exist. That's right. You did not exist. Now, you not only exist, but life is not the same without you, right? So when you create content and people get to absorb it or learn from it and share it with other people, they're never the same because that has an effect on them. I like to equate that to when people cross paths in life. Like when I meet people at these different events, right? Before we met at those events, I didn't know these people. They didn't know me. But once our paths cross, we can never say we don't know each other anymore. Because if I forget where we met, that doesn't mean that they're going to forget where we met. That could really have had an impact on them, right? Or it could really have an impact on me. You never know. So once our paths cross, then our life changes. Because I can no longer say I don't know Larry James, because I know Larry James now, right? I don't know a lot about him, but I know him when I see him. I can point him out, right? And that's what you want to do. Now, the fifth one is follow-up and engagements. Once you start pulling people in with your content, you'll begin to get leads. These are your most targeted prospects who are giving you permission to stay in contact with them. The follow-up process is usually done through email, phone, text, and more recently can be done through the powerful Facebook Messenger and ManyChat. I'm not really familiar with ManyChat. Have you heard ManyChat before? I'm going to have to do some research on that. Now, it really comes down to you following up with your prospects and consistently creating more value for your people than anybody else in the marketplace. The fortune is most certainly in the follow-up. Things move very fast online. There's always some new shiny object trying to get the prospect's attention. If you're not following up, connecting with and engaging with your leads to see how you can serve them, somebody else is, and they are making the money. Got it? Okay, now there's one more that I didn't mention. And do you know what that is? Come on now, you got to know what that is. All right, I'll tell you. Traffic. You have to know the traffic game. You have to have a strategy for traffic. Now, you've got to get people to your content, your websites, your capture pages, and offers, etc. This means you must build your traffic strategy. There are different kinds of traffic, but they mainly fall into either free or paid strategies. Paid is more immediate, and the sooner you get to know whether or not you're doing good or whether or not how good you'll know how well you're doing. This is perfectly fine to start with. Free strategies such as social media, blogging, video marketing, etc. is good as well, but it takes a longer process. So be mindful that paid strategies will get you there quicker, but free strategies will get you there too, but not nearly as quick. So my suggestion is to always start out organically or free until you learn all the moving parts and you know what you're getting when you pay for something, right? You don't want to just drop money on the table and they give you a nickel back and say thank you, and what you paid for you could have got for a nickel, right? You don't want that. You want to always be in control of how things are going with your money, with your system, and the way people are receiving you, and you want to be branding yourself in a way that's reputable, that's going to bring continued success for you and your company, right? That's all we want to do. That's not asking too much, is it? All right. Like these videos, share these videos, and I'll see you on the next video.